Ross Lyon is downstairs. Ross, we're throwing the question up here. Is there any concern, or because it's so early in the season, you can get away with this?
Oh, look, it's sort of not ideal. Our competing in our run and spread has been West Coast has been very good, and we've certainly not been on the mark, so that's been disappointing. Look, we did lose by 90 points to Carlton last year in the NAB Cup, so I wouldn't read too much into it. But yeah, look, it's the start of our really competition phase, getting the minutes into them. You know, there's a different preparation time, but West Coast has been terrific, and I think Peter, who's coaching, would probably talk about our intensity around the contest, our ability to win the ball, and then when we have got it, use it in a fashion that you're not going to turn it over. I think they kicked 5-1 from turnovers, particularly coming out of defence in the first quarter. So they're the basic areas, but you know, if you don't compete in footy, you don't run and walk, you get embarrassed pretty quickly, and that's what's occurred today.
Well, we said from the outset, Ross, that you know, it looked like Jared and I were out in the ground beforehand, probably a 6 to 8 goal breeze. We thought if you didn't defensively want to suit that way, and you didn't have a +1 back or even +2 at times, so I wouldn't think that would happen in a home and away game. I think you're going to kick a goal over the top here, hopefully.
Yeah, Fife to Hanneth should run in here. Call it for us, Ross, if you like.
Yeah,
Big
Jack,
fella.
composure on his right foot, beautiful. No, the little kid behind the goals, hope he's all right. Certainly, yeah, in the first quarter, there's no +1, no drop off, and just the defenders, to borrow a catch and kill their own, just sort of stand up. But their midfield spread was terrific, so our mids are just starting to work into the game a little bit, and yeah, we expect half-time sort of regroup and come out and put a better show on. Matthew and Luke McFarlane will be subbed into the game, so we'll make some decisions who goes out. We get a look at Tanner Smith, tall young defender, and Sammy Menengola. So yeah, there's a bit of discovery going on and a bit of opportunity. But and you know, Gumbleton and the forwards played behind in the first quarter and got caught out. So there's some really good lessons for us all.
Are you happy with the change in preparation through the NAB Challenge for the clubs?
Yeah, I think we really enjoy the AFL minutes, you know, the 20+ time on. I think we get to run the interchange, which is good. I think it's still a really good number. We have scheduled our own last practice game against West Coast, eight days out from round 1. So, look, the season's come around pretty quick. We're really in our 5th week of preparation post-Christmas. 3 weeks pre and 5 weeks, so it's an 8-week window. It's a little bit less than what we're used to. We've crammed as much as we can into it. We think we're in good running shape, but clearly the competition phase will test us for a little while yet.
Well, there's a price to be paid for making a grand final, and if the price to be paid is a slower preparation for the next year, you'd take it every time, wouldn't you?
Yeah, look, it's sort of, we're disappointed with the past, but you know, it's the road behind or the road ahead. So we're focused on the road ahead, giving out, you know, practicing great effort and bringing you know, Fremantle football to life. So it's a sober reminder for the group. If you want to back off in those areas, you become mediocre pretty quick. So yeah, it's a sharp reminder. It's good for us all involved at the club, but I'm sure we'll regroup and you'll see us play better football than this over the pre-season.
What did you see, well, to recruit Colin Sylvia? I think we've all known the ability that he's had. He's been, you know, fairly inconsistent at times and seemed to, you know, not in a great culture, I wouldn't think, but lacked a lot of confidence at times. Just tell us what you saw in him and what he was going to offer. Yeah,
certainly his club had been struggling. We think we've got a strong midfield in place. His ability to complement that midfield forward, he's a speed, powerful athlete, really skillful, and we just think culturally what we're about, we think we can bring the very best out in him. And he had some soft tissue pre-Christmas, but on volume he's I think our 13th ranked player on volume of running and speed. So hasn't been all in football, but he's got a lot of work into him, and we're really confident, like Daniel Pearce, he can add nicely to the midfield.
Short pass by Rosa to Marston, so the West Coast Eagles look like going in with a monstrous lead.
We'll take 10 goals. I was looking worse than that.
Yeah.
So.
And obviously his second NAB challenge game is
Western Bulldogs.
Yeah, at Etihad. So you'll play closer to your best lineup for that, or you'll wait until your last trial game to do that?
No, we'll be bleeding them in. We certainly should get Sutcliffe back, Crowley. Just off the top of my head, they're 2 certainly. Oh, Clancy Pearce, who was available, got a cork at our last training session. So yeah, we're still in heavy training load. We'll take, you know, we'll keep them in a heavy load and just keep whacking the work into them. And yeah, there'll be 2 or 3 more back. Hopefully Chris Mayne as well. So yeah, there's another 3 to 4 to come back in. But it's no excuse here. We're a no excuse football club, and you know, it's a stark reminder. You pull on the purple jumper, you know, reputations count for nothing. You've got to have a go.
It's all about round one, obviously. Collingwood at Etihad is a pretty big season opener. You open the season, you'd no doubt be looking at that. That's the one.
Yeah, that is the one. We're thrilled to have the opportunity to kick off the season. Over the years, you've watched Carlton, Richmond games on those Thursday nights, and you know, they're big games. So, well, look, you only get 4 points, but it's a real honour to open it. We love playing at Etihad. You want to be the best. You got to beat the top echelon teams. And Collingwood, we saw them. They look really running fit. You know, it was a brutal game, Geelong Collingwood already. So we're under no illusions how tough it's going to be. But you know, by the time the ball's bounce, there will be no excuses for myself and the players.
In many ways, though, the fact that you are the opening game, it's a real mark of respect for where the club has come in a short period of time.
Yeah, it certainly is. It's a marquee game of the season. It's a real privilege, and it's one you've got to earn. So we'll take that as a club and keep growing. And I think we've got 4 Friday night slots and a Thursday night. So everyone's clamouring for those positions. But I know if you keep playing winning football and, you know, your fans support you and the networks you tune in, you get those slots. So we've earned it, and we're pretty keen to hang on to them. So we need to play better than this.
Ross, been great to have you. We appreciate your time.
Thanks, Wayne. Fantastic.
Ross Lyon, Fremantle coach, and they do open the season against Collingwood. You'll see that one live on Fox Footy.